Hello and welcome to the start of a new series I am making where I go region by region, Kanto all the way through to Paldea, and make a VGC team using only Pokémon from that region. I was inspired to start this series when I was looking at the list of restricted Pokémon for Regulation G, and saw Mewtwo at the very start of the list. Now objectively, there's little reason to use Mewtwo. It's somehow too slow and too weak to justify using a restricted slot on, which would have been unbelievable to anyone playing back in the early generations. Thanks, Calyrex Shadow Rider, had to ruin the fun for little old Mewtwo. But speaking of Mewtwo, today's episode will be featuring the region that first introduced us to this adult fetus monster. Ugh, Kanto.
So you do have some fight in you. But I have no time for games. Destiny is at hand. Who will rule? My super Pokémon? Or your pathetic group of spineless inferior Pokémon? We were created with powers far stronger than the originals.
I think it's hard to avoid nostalgia for Kanto. It is, after all, the very place that started it all. Plus, I think it has a nice, compact layout. Personally, I was a bit too young to start my Pokemon journey with the original Red and Blue, but Fire Red and Leaf Green were some of my first forays into Pokemon, and for that they have a special place in my heart. But enough about my feelings, let's jump into the team building. We're starting with Mewtwo, of course. Pure Psychic typing is not as broken as it used to be, but Mewtwo can still hit like a truck in the right circumstances. In lieu of setup of any kind, we are just gonna slap a Life Orb onto this bad boy and hit the ground running. The rest of the team is a bit harder to parse. You see, Kanto lacks a good Tailwind setter, something that clashes with Mewtwo's high speed stat. To get around that, we're going to need to get creative. Enter Moltres, the least used of the legendary birds trio by a long shot. While a 4x weakness to rock is not ideal, Moltres can hit surprisingly hard and will give us speed control. Moltres is especially useful next to Ninetales, which will set up the sun for our team. Other than that, Ninetales doesn't do much but click Heat Wave. Venusaur is also going to be taking advantage of the sun, with that classic 75% accuracy Sleep Powder Roulette that we all love playing and definitely doesn't drive us up the wall. Don't discount Venusaur's damage though, it does more than you're expecting. Our final two team members are mostly here to counter Trick Room matchups. Clefairy is a classic support set, and Snorlax is almost unbelievably specially bulky when you give it an Assault Vest. Together, these six are the best that Kanto could offer. When it's me team building. Leave your suggestions for other team constructions I could have tried. Do you think Kanto is going to live up to the Gen 1 hype? Or is it going to fall flat of its lofty place in the gaming pantheon? Let's find out. Okay, first game with Kanto, and we are facing Kyogre. That's going to be a little bit tough, but Ninetales will be a good counter to most of what they want to do. Okay, we need Moltres, and Ninetales is coming in the back. There actually are reasons to bring Snorlax here. They have so many special attackers on their team. It's not common that Snorlax comes out in things that aren't Trick Room matchups, but they're so special attacker heavy. Okay, so I feel pretty good about my lead. Perfect. And I am Sash on Moltres, that's important to keep in mind. Maybe Moltres into Ninetales, and then Snorlax can get off some damage. With Assault Vest, it shouldn't take too much from Kyogre, and we really need damage down on Comfey. This is a bit of a weird play. It's a bit of a weird game, to be honest. Okay, let's change the weather. Taunt. Interesting. So they must think I'm Belly Drum. So this turn definitely could have gone worse. And they miss on someone. On Ninetales. That's amazing. And look at that. That is called Snorlax being super bulky. Okay, Comfey is hurting now. I think we just Heat Wave and maybe Body Slam whatever's coming in there. I don't want Comfey to get off scot-free, but okay, perfect. Ideal turn. Okay, Heat Wave comes out. So I definitely could have Solar Beamed. But they're just going to Floral Healing anyway. Next turn. Ancient Power. Wow, this is fascinating. Doesn't do too much. And they don't get the Omni Boost. That's huge. Great damage, and we get the Para. Okay, now we are really in the driver's seat here. Man, something about my game audio sounds weird. Is that always what Leftover sounds like? Let's Solar Beam, and let's finish off that Comfey. Floral Healing was to be expected. And now we'll get a bunch of damage off. They're definitely going to fish for another Omni Boost. Wow, that does nothing. I suppose I am very little investment on my Ninetales and special attack. But there goes Comfey. No more healing for you. So we're up 4-3. But we're not out of the woods yet. I suppose they still don't know that I'm not Belly Drum. Ah, Chandelure. Interesting. Very sick shiny. Here I feel a bit conflicted about what we do. With Thick Fat on Snorlax, I'm really sitting pretty here. Oh, wow. I don't like that. This whole team is whack. That's crazy. Minimize? Really? I didn't even know that got Minimize. Well, okay, we hit. And that is just massive damage. Okay, cool. We're sitting really good now. I am tempted to just double the Chandelure and win the Weather War. Okay, Heat Wave. Doesn't do too much to Snorlax. We really didn't want to burn there, so we got a bit lucky. Ah, okay, and it is Life Orb. That is great. What do you have, Kyogre? Okay, they're just really fishing for these Omni Boosts. Okay, they don't get it. 10% chance, and we get a crit. I really want to bring out Moltres, but it's in too much danger from that Ancient Power on Kyogre. Okay, Yanmega though, that is not ideal. Mewtwo comes in. This has gotten very interesting now. Yeah, I really kind of want to double the Kyogre, because Moltres should be able to handle Yanmega, but I'm going to trust in Snorlax. Let's see. Okay, they protected for speed boost, and that should cinch this up. Unless they get like some crazy crit on Snorlax here. And they miss anyway. Perfect. Okay, so Kanto has come out really strong. I'm confident because I have a Focus Sash on my Moltres. So, yeah, there's really no way they're ever getting through this. They don't Terastallize, and they almost KO. Yanmega is super strong. Ah, and I didn't even know Bug Buzz activated Throat Spray. Psy Strike, and look at that damage. Nice job, Mewtwo. That is the power. Life Orb Mewtwo. Still pretty strong. That is for sure. Pretty good. Really, really happy with Kanto there. Okay, Groudon team. Sun does kind of benefit us, but that Walking Wake is going to be a huge issue. Screamtail can be so problematic. For all of the teams that I play with its combination of Encore sometimes and Disable. Man, they are all sold out on Sun here. I feel good about the Moltres lead, and I don't think we bring Ninetales here. Okay, so they didn't lead Sun, which isn't the end of the world. Okay, cool. Booster energy, show me speed. Okay, speed is actually good for us. I feel actually pretty nice about Tailwind. I think Sleep Powder onto their Roaring Moon. We don't really have much of a choice. Okay, Knockoff does a lot. Sleep Powder, I'm gonna guess. Okay, they do, and we're gonna Sleep Powder. And since they've hit, I'm gonna assume our luck is gonna be bad. Our own Sleep Powder hits, okay. So now we're playing a game of Sleep Turns. I have the wrong move, that should be Overheat. I just realized that. Okay, so we're in an even worse position now. Can't believe I didn't notice that last game. That is hilarious. Solar Blade, fascinating. Are they Power Herb? Because otherwise they are, oh wait, we woke up. That's huge. Okay, we're gonna knock out Lilligant this turn. One turn wake up is massive. And here we are, I thought I had just absolutely choked. Perfect. Awesome. And there's actually a really good chance that that Roaring Moon stays asleep another turn too. Okay, Walking Wake's in. I'm actually feeling all right now. Maybe we try to Sleep Powder again. Roaring Moon stays asleep. That's huge. Okay, cool. So we get Tailwind up while preserving our sash on Moltres, and this is now just huge for us. Okay, and Walking Wake is Life Orb. That's really good to know. Okay, Moltres coming into play here, and it has to be Mewtwo, and we have to get a little bit lucky. We're gonna really try to get rid of that Roaring Moon right now. We're gonna Terra Dark and Aura Sphere. This is to cover in case they do wake up and we don't KO. Not 100% sure what the odds are, but yeah, I figure I don't have too many other obvious Terra candidates, especially with Moltres not having Overheat. So let's see. Walking Wake protects. That's absolutely massive. And let's see. Aura Sphere comes out. Life Orb. Huge damage. Moltres hits Air Slash and finishes off Roaring Moon. Let's go. That's massive. We are in the driver's seat now. Okay, so Groudon's in the back. Who are we more afraid of? That is really the key question. Am I more afraid of Groudon? I really can't tell. Okay, special attack on Walking Wake means we should probably target it down. Let's Air Slash and Psy Strike. Do you think this KOs? I'm actually not sure. I think the double up has a good shot. Psy Strike, this is just such a powerful move. Look at that damage. Let's not miss Moltres. 5%? Perfect, okay. And they're probably gonna Rock Slide. And if they do, that's game. They really need to get rid of Mewtwo right now. Okay, they have P-Blades. And they hit. Is this KO? Nice, look at that. Mewtwo, sneaky amount of bulk, to be honest. Perfect. Let's go Kanto. I feel like that game started so bad that I was almost like just resigned to losing. And then it just all flipped on a dime when we got that one turn wake up with Moltres. Do you see what I'm saying? That Moltres is like universally regarded as the worst of the Kanto legendary birds. But I was really surprised at some of the stuff it can do in these matchups. Okay, and Overheat. Perfect. So things were going pretty well. 2-0, couldn't ask for better. But then things went sideways, and I lost 3 straight games that all came down to crushingly close endgames. Luckily, after those, I got a huge rebound win, in the form of an opponent with no restricted Pokémon. Easy win. Except I almost lost on a Hurricane Confusion. But a win is a win, we bounced back. But like how a flat basketball bounces back, barely off the floor. And then we careened to a bunch more losses. It's fine, it's fine. But I knew that this team had something left in them. The Gen 1 superiority had one more shining victory to hang its hat on. Okay, Zamazenta, haven't matched up with one of those yet. Actually, one of our stronger matchups, I want to say. And we just have to be careful of that Incin. Like, Ninetales just might not be the answer into that thing. I think it has to be Snorlax, actually. Okay, Incin Zama. Could have been a lot worse. Okay, Zama's defense up, but we have a decent lead matchup now. Let's see. I want Tailwind. Tailwind is borderline essential, and Incin's just so scary. Okay, Fake Out. Why onto Moltres? Really? That's so fascinating. And now watch. Safety Goggles. Moltres flinches. No, okay, no safety goggles. All right, that's big. Oh, do they think I'm physical Moltres? That could very well be the case. Let's go after that Zama now. Heavy Slam. Oof, does a lot. But not... Oh, we miss Overheat. Are you kidding? Oh, that's a bummer. And now watch, with our luck, Incin's waking up. Okay, Incin's asleep. That's a bummer. All right, let's get Tailwind up now. Heavy Slam, they'll take the KO. Man, that's a real bummer. That is not a 90% chance we want to mess up there. Okay, Tailwind goes off. That's really big. Okay, and Instant wakes up. Knockoff. Oh, Parting Shot. Man, this is just not gone our way. All these little rolls have just been brutal. We could have gotten rid of Zamazenta turn 1. That is just a bummer. Or turn 2. Boom. Great. Something that can fake me out while they get another Iron Defense up. Love that. I kind of like Overheat anyway and Protect on Mewtwo. Surely they go after Mewtwo. I've been wrong before, but it feels right. Oh my gosh, and they go after Moltres, really? Okay, we get the burn on Rillaboom though. That is big. Okay. Good. Okay, now Rillaboom is not really our concern. And we can't use Psystrike because of it uses physical defense. So we gotta keep that in mind. Let's Overheat and Aura Sphere. If they Terra, we're in so much trouble. Okay, they don't do huge damage. We just need to connect. Come on, Moltres. Okay, and we hit. Restricted, down. Perfect. And we didn't burn our Terra yet, so we still will have the element of surprise. Okay, U-turn. Okay, it doesn't do too much damage. Good. Now it's Incin, and probably back into Rillaboom if I had to guess. Incin Alola champion. Nice. Urshifu. Of course. How much turns? How many turns we got? 1 turn of Tailwind. Well, I think we are banking on a flinch. Or yeah, on an air/flinch. Let's see. This is to cover in case they protect and go for a dark type attack onto Mewtwo. They could also burn themselves if they go after Moltres. You gotta keep that in mind. Do they Terra? They do. Terra Water. Dang, that's a bummer. Yep, okay, so now we need to flinch even more so. It's all gonna come down to this. Because they fake out. Mewtwo. Yep. We flinch. We need the flinch here. 30% chance we get the crit. Crit at flinch? No. Oh, wait, they go after Moltres. Flame Body, Flame Body, Flame Body, Flame Body. We actually still have a puncher's chance here. Provided they are not Scarf. If they're Scarf, we're a goner. Okay, Snorlax in. I think we just Body Slam Incin. And Psystrike Urshifu. Okay, they withdraw Urshifu. That's big. So we'll get a huge attack off onto Rillaboom. Look at that damage. Oh, we are going to take too much damage, though. No, they Parting Shot. Interesting. Wait, this is huge. We're going to get a Body Slam off onto that Urshifu. Wait, if Snorlax KOs here, we definitely win. Oh, nice job, Snorlax. Are you kidding me? Wait, that is just huge. Can we stall Grassy Terrain too? I think there's a real possibility that we can. Rillaboom's burned. It's just Incin. Okay, Incin's out. They're at full HP. And they have wrecked my Snorlax in terms of its attack stat. Okay, we Body Slam it first for the Para chance, and we Protect. That's turn 1. They're definitely going to read this, but we couldn't risk it. And I don't think they can risk it either. Yep, okay, they can't. That's big. And let me guess, like Wood Hammer or something? Oh, they have Wisp. Okay, this is crazy. Well, now we need to fish a Para. Let's see, come on, Lax. Does nothing, does it get the Para? It doesn't. Wow, this is just ground to an absolute standstill of an endgame. I think we keep body slamming. And we Aura Sphere. Okay, let's see how much at -1. Might be enough. We're definitely losing Mewtwo. U-turn doesn't do anything, and it's Flare Blitz. No, it's knockoff. Wait, we live that. Okay. We win. That is huge. Come on, Lax. Para? Ah, no para still. And it looks like we are slowly stalling our way through to a win here. U-turn. They have no real choice but to go after Mewtwo. Knockoff, yep. Come on, hit Lax, 5% to miss. Nice. And that is gonna seal it up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's gonna seal it up doubly so. And against all odds, we have prevailed. Kanto has prevailed against all these newfangled Pokemon. You got your Gen 8 Rillaboom, your Gen 7 Incineroar, Gen 8 Urshifu, Zamazenta. Actually, this is almost a full Gen 8 offering. But let's Horsepower and Aura Sphere the Incin. Nice. Let's go. Good job, Kanto. Okay, I really needed that one. It's a tough night. A lot of close games slipped by, and then we just started hitting. Sometimes you just hit a run of bad matchup until you're just getting outplayed. And I just wanted one good one. Okay, Kanto, our first of 9 episodes, turned out okay. I think the team is fun, and I genuinely think, like, I can't stress, I was building and testing teams for so long, trying to figure out something that worked. Like, Moltres seems like something you settle on after, like, first glance, basically, but it really yielded some of the best results, and it was tough. We were cooking so early. We were just really thriving, and then we just hit a wall of games that just barely slipped out of your grasp. And then if you play, you get into a bit of a rut, and next thing you know, it's not great. But I do want to highlight using Moltres, ton of fun. I don't think I've ever used it before in any capacity. And the rest of the teammates, with the exception of Mewtwo, which I'll get to in a second, Snorlax, you see, Ninetales, Clefairy, Venusaur. They may not be like the most used picks, but you definitely see them around and have seen them before. But Mewtwo was okay. I definitely call it a C tier restricted Pokemon in today's metagame day and age. I kept being like, man, it'd be so nice if I had like a powerful spread type attack. And just couldn't help but think about Calyrex Shadow Rider with that Ghost spread type and also the strong Psychic type attacks. But I have such a soft spot in my heart for Mewtwo. Still a favorite of mine. Who doesn't love, some of the original Pokemon? And the whole team had that feel to it. I will say, first iteration of this team was all of like the huge names. So it was like Mewtwo for restricted, Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard, Snorlax, and Dragonite, with an argument to put Gengar in there. Just like a full run of, all like the greatest hits. But that team did not work, even more than this team at times did not work. You really needed to focus more on sort of strategies and answers. And this is hilarious. All of them laying down. Love Snorlax back there. This was the closest I could get. I already talked about it in the intro, but having no good Tailwind setter for all of Kanto is just brutal. And Johto, it's no spoilers, but I think Murkrow is still our only option for Prankster Tailwind. So it's going to be a little bleak, but way better than this one was. But yeah, so if you enjoyed, liking and subscribing will always keep you in the loop and helps out the channel. I hope you enjoy the start of this new series. I certainly had a really fun time with it. If other strategies come to mind with Kantomons available, please let me know. I'm sure there are things that I missed. But yeah, I think that's about it for me. So have a great rest of your day, night, whatever it is right now. But yeah, have a good one. Thanks for watching. I'm Slam Gaming. I think I said that. I'm Slam Gaming. Thanks for watching.